going to show how I clean out my Fluval canister. It's a 406, but this basic method would work for any canister filter. Stop the wave maker. So here is the Fluval 406 right here. I cut off its power. There we go. Flow is stopped. Right on top, we open this lever, the thin top lever. That cuts off this valve here, stopping any water from coming back down. We'll stop the water from rushing back down here and pouring out of this hose. That's it. And pull these clips off to the side. This is something it took me a long time to figure out. I don't know why, but I used to pry on this endlessly and try to be careful as possible and to get the lid off. For some reason, Fluval, there's nothing on here telling you this, but these latches here, and you put them down, if you push down on them, are made to pop the lid off themselves. Check that out. Something I didn't know for the first, like, 4 years I've owned this. There we are. Okay. Pull this out, which contains the sponges. Pretty brown. Put them in. This is the tank water from the tank that I just siphoned out for the sole purpose of doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Get that pretty unmucked. And now this is really just a quick cleaning. I'm not trying to do anything perfect here. You can't tell, but that's it. You do that to all 4 of these. I gunk, with all honesty, because I run a pre-filter on my intake. Right there. It's the pre-filter. My tank looks bad because I'm stirring everything up right now as we speak, but it actually doesn't look bad. There we go. In the tank water, which has now gotten pretty gross, but it's the tank water. Rinsed out each sponge. I also take the media tray, I'll fill it up, move it around, pull it up. Now that's just going to drain out any big bits. Take it off, still have all my beneficial bacteria. I'm going to dump this out, and then I'll fill this back up with the siphon and tank water, put it all back together, and hook it up. Slide back in these trays. Everything's just been rinsed out. As you saw, I leave this top one empty on purpose because I can use it to put in media that I want to seed for another tank, or if I need to treat the tank. But as you see, I mean, this isn't perfect, but I got any of the large stuff out. Killed any bacteria with this method. Now I'm going to fill it from the tank with the tank water. Now they say it's self-priming, or you can use that primer thing, but I've come to find that takes forever. I'll show you what I mean by primer thing right after I get this full. All right, filled up. Most of the way filled up. The one thing you want to look for is this notch here. You'll see in a second when I take the lid right there. That won't allow you to do this wrong. It'll simply deny. And if you're wondering what's going on, it's where the wire comes in. It has a key notch. to be a lot of editing. Trying to do things one-handed. Now, turning this valve here, this just locks your hoses to the lid. Turning this valve here opens two valves, one on each side, that allows water flow from the tank back into the container. This process, this guy here, as you can hear, is getting the air out before we restart the canister.